What's going on, everybody? Today I will be reviewing the series Echo. It's a new Marvel series called Echo. Of course, everybody know about that. I'm waiting on Marvel to step it up, man. So, did this meet my expectations? You'll see. Now, this is the first mature rating of Marvel, and the series have 5 episodes. Each episode is about 40 minutes. So, yeah. Maya Lopez's ruthless behavior in New York City catches up with her in her hometown. She must face her past, reconnect with her Native American roots, and embrace the meaning of family and community. And the main leading cast member is Alaqua Cox. I don't know if I said her name right. She played Maya Lopez in this film, and I take my hat off to her. With her body language and her emotions, she had an outstanding performance to me. A very outstanding performance. But this film, not film, but this show fell short to me. I don't know if it was the storyline. The storyline was too all over the place to me. And and like I said, I don't blame the actors and actresses in this film. I blame more of the screenwriters. I don't know who was writing this out, but the screenwriting was not good at all because this show was all over the place to me. Very all over the place and messy. And of course, Alaqua Cox is deaf in real life, and she had her leg amputated in real life too. But for her to have these disabilities, I'm gonna still take my hat off to her. For her to have all these disabilities and still have an outstanding performance, well done. She really did an amazing job. And I just kind of wish it was a backstory to Maya Lopez. They didn't really show that too much. Well, my fault. To me, it was scattered all over the series of her being going back to her flashbacks as her as a child. But I kind of wish they kind of put more of it in the beginning of the show and not all scattered out through the whole series. Just try to have a little bit more order to it. Like I was saying, there are 5 episodes in Echo. My favorite episodes is episode 1 and episode 3. I like episode 1 because it starts right off with the action. I like seeing the martial arts scenes, and also you get a cameo of Daredevil in the show. So Daredevil's in there for what, about 30 seconds? But I like her fighting Daredevil. I just love the martial arts period in episode 1. I love it. Spectacular. Now episode 3, the same thing. I like the martial arts and I like, my favorite scene is when they was in the skating rink. I like that scene. You got all the bad guys going in there, and she's showing off her martial arts skills. She's taking everybody down, so I like that. So those are my two favorites. Two favorite episodes, episode 1 and episode 3. And what I love about this series, I love the choreography. Perfect. I love the good action scenes. I love the shots and camera angles in the fighting scenes. The martial arts was spectacular. This reminds me of watching a Jet Li film, with all the action and all the karate and the martial arts, the fighting scenes, the good shots and angles. Love it. And also, you might hear me giving the series a lot of praise, and also it was boring too. So, yes, I think the storyline was so rushed. I think it was scattered all over the place. The pacing was all over the place with this, and they didn't have a direction they wanted to go with this series. It felt like they were trying their best to create a good storyline to this, but it seemed like they were like rushing. They had like a time limit where they said, okay, let's try to fit these pieces in here and this and that. And to me, it was all over the place. And I wanted to see more fighting in this film. You know me, I love when I saw the previews of this before it came out. I'm like, okay, this is gonna be an action-packed series. And really, we didn't get that too much. Like I said, there was some episodes where you got a lot of fighting scenes, but most of it was just a lot of dialogue and you know, and of course you didn't get a lot of dialogue from Maya Lopez, of course, because we know, she has a hearing impairment, but she still did a great job with her acting. But still, you got dialogue from other characters which didn't really match. You know, I wish they would have did a lot better with that. And what really ruined the series for me is I didn't like all the flashbacks. So they were showing too many flashbacks of her Native American tribe. They kept going back to that and the history of that. Then they kept going back to her, you know, seeing her mother, just visualizing or dreaming about her mother. They kept going back and forth with that. They kept going back and forth with the flashbacks of her being a kid. It was just too many flashbacks, and it kind of, messed up the vibe for me, watching this series, because I was getting into it in the beginning, but soon as the episode started to, as soon as they got to the second episode and the fourth and the fifth, I was like, man, So this was very mediocre to me. Because they hyped this up to be like this was going to be the best thing coming out. And it was very mediocre and very inconsistent. Very. I'd say the best characters out of this series is Maya Lopez and Kingpin. They were entertaining to watch. It was only those two, Maya Lopez and Kingpin. Besides that, I felt no connection with the other characters whatsoever. Not at all. Like I said, they did an okay job, but like I said, I didn't really feel no connection with the other characters. And I didn't like how they made Kingpin look so weak in the last episode when Maya Lopez was going against Kingpin. They made him look docile and weak. I'm like, what was that for? He's supposed to be this massive, strong character, and that threw me off. But I'm glad that they put out all 5 episodes because I'm tired of series coming out with you gotta wait a week for an episode to drop. You gotta wait another week. I like how they just put all 5 out. That's how I like to watch series. Just put them all out so I can binge watch on them. So I'm glad they did that, but I'm gonna give this series a 5 out of 10. Yes, a 5 out of 10. It was just half for me. I mean, like I said, you had some good moments in the some good moments in the show and some bad moments. So hope they do a lot better next time. And I'm not really feeling Marvel too much now. I mean, they're disappointing me. So I'm I'm just so disappointed in this year with movies. They don't have nothing I want to see in January. Everybody was telling me to go see the Book of Clarence. If I said that right, I'm like, I looked at the previews. I'm not even interested. I'm not interested in anything that's coming out in January. And I'm looking at February. I'm like, they ain't got nothing coming out in February too. I'm like, man, I'm gonna be struggling, man, in the beginning of this year to try to figure out what to review. I am. Like I said, the only thing I want to see in February is probably, oh man, probably the Bob Marley biopic called One Love. And I'm not even a Bob Marley fan. I'm just gonna see it because I just like biopics. And I don't know if I might see. I think what is it called, Madam Web? But that's another Marvel. Oh my God, help me, help me, help me. I gotta see what March gonna bring because March, man, I think they got better movies in March. But look, I don't want to waste y'all time. Hope y'all enjoyed the review. Hopefully I'll put out more movie reviews if they get some good stuff out, or I might have to get on the streaming platforms to look at something. But yep, hope you enjoyed this movie review. Hit the like button if you like it. Leave some comments in the section, and I'll see y'all next time. And subscribe to the channel. And I'll see y'all later. All right.